Hello, dear Unlimited friends. Welcome to day 2 of our 40-day workout. What I want to tell you today is don't try to think about your whole life. Just stay with the day, this day. What needs to be done today? What do you need to give your attention to today? Who are the people you're going to meet today, and what are you going to accomplish today? It's when we start looking at the next day before it has come, or the day after that, or the week, or the month, or the year. Pretty soon you're looking at your whole life and you're trying to figure out how it's going to unfold. That's what creates stress. Stress comes from standing here in this moment in time and trying to figure out what's going to happen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from today. You can't possibly know because so much changes. And you know what is the biggest thing that changes? You. You change. You're not going to be the same person tomorrow that you are today. And you're not going to be the same person the next day. 1 year later, you're going to be a completely different person. And your desires might change. The way you look at things might change. So many things can change. What's the point in looking at your life 10 years from now and trying to figure out how it will come about? Why not just say to yourself, 10 years from now, I want to look back and say, I did well. I'm in a good place. I'm happy. And that's it. I'll share a little story with you from my own life experience. The way I learned this was long ago when my daughter was very little and I lived in Pakistan. She was 2 years old, maybe even less than 2. I used to have to go to work. There was no daycare available. There is now, but in those days there was no daycare available. I had no support system where I lived. My parents lived in a different city, couple of hours of airplane time away. And so what used to happen was I used to hire women to come and spend the day with my daughter in my house. And these ladies, sometimes they would turn up and sometimes they wouldn't turn up. And I had no way to get in touch with them. So I remember that it used to cause a lot of stress for me because I would start thinking, is she going to show up tomorrow? How am I going to manage if she doesn't show up? And then I taught myself not to do that. I taught myself I'm only going to look at today. And if she does not show up, I'll figure it out. And when I started having this attitude, things changed completely in my life because something would always work out. If the lady didn't show up, someone else would volunteer. I would call a friend and drop my daughter off at their place because they had a nanny. So I just stopped looking at how the next day or the next week would pan out, and it reduced my stress level completely. Later on, when I started understanding the law of attraction, I understood then what I had done. I was more in the now. I was living in the now instead of living in the future. And living in the now, that's why this moment, today, now is important. So that's all I wanted to leave you with. Just focus on getting through today. Just focus on getting through today. What do you need to do today? And what do you want the universe to help you with? That's all that's important. What do I need to prioritize today? Because I have made a commitment to get a couple of things done. And if I don't keep my commitment, I will not feel good. So I better do those things that need to be done, like putting the trash out on garbage day. I need to get it done because then garbage day is going to come around after 2 weeks, at least That's the way it operates in Oshawa. So I'm going to leave you with that. Have a fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again tomorrow. Bye for now.